Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a doggy movie by the... Oh, hey! Greetings, fellow cinema freaks, motion picture maniacs, and the like. I'm Brandon the Bambi Man, and welcome to Golden Ticket Reviews, the movie review show where, if it's classic or crap, you see through it, I review it. Well, and continuing with our epic journey through the Lion Guard, we continue with Episode 2, The Rise of Makuu. This episode centers around Kion and his guard dealing with the issues of crocodiles. So really you can technically see this review not just as an episode review, but also as a test to see my ability of how many crocodile hunter jokes I can make in one short video. But you know what? I don't think I can review this episode proper without the proper attire, so excuse me while I change. Have a pizza! Ooh, not bad. So, crikey, my fellow viewers, join me as we gander into the second episode of The Lion Guard entitled The Rise of Makuu. We start off with the Lion Guard on their way to defend a small hyrax trapped under thorns. As you can imagine, these youngsters are not too thrilled.
Nothing thrilling. Just a hyrax stuck in a thorn bush.
Seriously?
That's not so bad.
Just a little innocent creature surrounded by sharp objects, clearly nothing too exciting for us. Bunga suggests he use the roar, but why can't he use it fully the fastest?
Kion flattens the thorn bushes with the roar. What do you think will happen to the hyrax? Oh.
Again, idiot. Bunga does manage to be proactive, and with the team's help, they get the hyrax out of his pickle when they notice he starts to roll in a snakeskin to avoid predators, but is eaten by a snake anyway. Bunga is thanked for his snake throwing, but the hyrax is scared by his stink. Remember this, it will be very important later. Bestie the hippo has sticky flowers attached to him and he needs a bath, as does Bunga, so the two of them go to the spring along with Bestie's dad, played by Kevin Michael Richardson, Lucky Kid, and Bunga tries to get the fish to clean him.
Here, fishy, fishy, fish.
Oh, come on, a little green never hurt anyone. However, this cleaning session is interrupted by a group of crocs led by their leader named Pua, played by Gerald C. Rivers, who are looking for some fishy bites, but there isn't enough fish for the hippos and crocs to share. However, another croc named Makuu, played by Blair Underwood from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., comes in to challenge Pua's role as leader.
But why should we crocodiles listen to a hippo?
I've told you before, Makuu. It's the circle of life.
So you say. But I think you listen to the hippos because you're weak. You're afraid of them. But I'm not afraid.
Surrender to Marvel like Disney's already done. So it looks like the crocs are going to have a fight in order to determine who will be leader, and Kion is questioning why this is so.
Don't forget, Kion. Your father had to fight Scar to regain leadership of the Pride Lands.
And also remember that your father was framed for the murder of his own father. So, really you have an entire family of guilt complexes, son. But enough of this uneventful stuff. We have to get back to the important part of the plot. Ono helping to get rid of Bunga's stink. Ooh.
Thank you two for your point of view, but this really must be done.
Oh dear, flippin' bird Christ, no.
Ew. Please don't make a stink.
Don't make a stink!
Please don't make a
Don't
stink.
make a stink! You need to relax!
No need for attacks. Let's all face the facts.
Well, I can certainly see why this wasn't featured on the official soundtrack. Anywho, we then move on to the important stuff with Crocomania, where all the animals watch in curiosity to see who shall be crowned the leader of the Croc clan. Though clearly the one with more money on his resume will win, as Pua is getting his reptilian butt handed over to him on a silver platter, worse than Pete Becker on Friends.
Ouch! He's gonna feel that in the morning.
Why are crocodiles always so violent?
And why were we so focused on stink a moment ago? Ultimately, Makuu is handed over leadership by Simba.
Congratulations, Makuu. You have won the Mashindano. You are now the leader of the crocodiles. Pua, you were a strong and wise leader for many years, and for that you have my thanks.
Thank you.
For not doing anything, you royal feline prick. With Makuu as leader, Kion goes to worry about the future in the guard lair as once again, Bunga is destinkified, or at least tried to be anyway.
Flap around in the dust, and you'll be odor-free.
Okay. Are you trying to stop Bunga from smelling or being able to smell?
Either way, he won't be less annoying. However, things have gotten all mixed up in the land under Makuu's care.
Not only have the giraffes taken over the monkey's forest, the acacia savanna where the giraffe live is full of zebra and antelope. The zebra and antelope grazing ground is overrun with elephants, and the elephant's watering hole is filled with hippos.
And to make it even worse, dogs and cats are living together, creating mass hysteria!
Enough, I get the point!
So the guard goes to discuss things with Makuu. But I guess this is just what happens when you have to contend with mammals, insects, and even reptiles.
And alligators!
Alligators are reptiles.
Proceed.
If I start using the roar when I'm angry, I'll be as bad as Scar.
Nah, you don't have enough jealousy and powerless yet. They go to get advice from Kion's father, only to find their home was invaded by vicious baboons.
You guys better do something and quit!
That's it! I draw the line at monkeys! Get my agent on the phone!
Luckily though, Bunga has been destinkified. Again, remember this, it will be very important later. And it's now time for Kion to go to Grandfather Ex Machina for advice on this situation.
Standing your ground doesn't mean you have to fight. It means you're not afraid to stand up to someone who you know is wrong and show them you're not going to back down.
He goes to inform the guard of his solution.
Makuu wants to fight? He needs to know the Lion Guard can bring it.
Yeah, now we're talking!
Personally, I wish there was a way we could avoid the fight.
I say we go ahead and just use one of my age-old excuses for my live-action TV parallel dimension.
I found a spider under the porch. It was a golden silk orb weaver. So I brought it in to show Mom, but I accidentally dropped it in the tub, and she freaked out, so I tried to get it out before it drowned, but it was too late. So I flushed it, which means if you want to see it now, you can't because it's gone. Nice haircut.
They decide Kion will demonstrate his roar from Makuu in a place where no animals live so no one will be hurt. But before they can do so, it turns out stupid cuteness is in the way.
Hey, Hyraxy! Remember me? And my stink? Sukazama! My new minty fresh smell! It makes my stink useless!
I'm completely useless now. Luckily, the Hyrax is freed, and the roar of the elders is demonstrated to Makuu, who naturally is scared fishless.
Perhaps it's time we moved on. Big Springs is running out of fish anyway.
So Makuu and his crocs move off the premises, and Bunga now has a clingy friend.
The smell will wear off. And the sooner the better.
So that was The Rise of Makuu, and even though it still has more flaws than the first episode, I still think it's a good episode nonetheless. Aside from the stink song and way too much use of Bunga, the episode still has clever dialogue, nice voiceovers, and a great lesson about how violence is never the solution to any problem. But hey, with 2 episodes this good, I really look forward to see what episode 3 is about. Until next time, I'm Brandon the Bambi Man saying take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you at the movies. Shut up!
Absolutely nothing.
Please don't make a stink!
Don't make a stink!
Please don't make a
Don't
stink!
make a stink!
But my stink isn't scaring him away. You think I should eat him?
No!